Alrighty, guys, like they say in the UFC, we are live! That's right, pay-per-view this last weekend. Hells yeah.
That was so lame.
All right, Star Wars D6 Adventures Monday Night Table. Let's see, from last week, I do believe you guys had tried to do your best to save Harris with 2 wrecked back-to-tanks. Ended up doing a little bit more exploring on the abandoned asteroid base. Ended up having to wire the 21B directly into the back to tank and use some parts and stuff like that. And it's still iffy if Harris is going to survive, or if he does survive, if there's going to be something seriously wrong with him. Definitely a normal individual, having gone through the stuff that he's gone through, would either be dead or a vegetable. So we will see, hopefully by the end of tonight, what's going on with him. So for those people who had left, I guess Rito and Krail had stayed behind to protect Harris, with Ray, Elo, and Akiro heading further out into the base. You guys had found the turbolift on your level. You'd taken it to go up to, I believe it's like the 3rd or 4th level. But anyway, in the middle of that, it stopped. And you guys were like, well, what the hell? You can find an exit, so you ended up prying the door open. And then there was a bunch of like someone going off hitting power lines of a hammer kind of sound. And you guys all jumped off from it just as the turbo shaft thing crashed to the ground below. You kind of explored a little bit of that floor, ended up climbing up the maintenance area up to the top of this shaft, found that the top, the emergency cabling and stuff like that had been cut, made your way through some exhaust work, got into a computer area. There was an ASP-7 droid there. You guys had gotten into a fight with it. It had fell into a 100-plus meter long hall, and was promptly electrocuted into nothingness. You guys have gone around, taking a look at some of the computers up there, and had figured out some just small details about the base, some dates and stuff of that nature. You found out that there was some type of computer programming subroutine being run that was running the capacitors in that hall. And I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys were getting ready to go off and do something. We'd gotten to the end of the night, and all the power had been shut off in your area. Does that sound about right, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Right to me.
All right, excellent. Heading on over to Krail. Krail, you are in the infirmary area. Looking after the 21B. Its right arm once in a while will tremble, but it seems as though it has gotten better. You hear a loud thump and crash noise, the tearing of metal. And you look up, and Rito is already in the hallway door looking at you. And he looks at you, and he's like, Uda Guda, stay here, I'll be right back, Uda Guda. And he runs down the far hallway. A couple minutes later, he comes back, and Uda Guda, you might want to come see this, Uda Guda.
All right, I head through the pots and pans minefield.
Yep. You head on over that direction. I'm not going to make you roll for it. It's just all been kind of like slapped around haphazardly. Kind of like someone's seen one Hollow movie too many.
Yep.
And make your way down around that corner. And you come around the corner, and the turbo lift doors have just basically been blasted from the inside out. There's a bit of smoke and debris in what is left of a turbolift car, just smashed in the bottom of that well.
Nice. Nobody cares but the mechanic.
No one cares but the mechanic.
Jeez. Can I, is there enough room through this bashed out door to kind of stick my head up the shaft?
Why don't you go ahead and take a look up the shaft. Tell me what you see. What do you see?
Gate.
Sparks and dangling wires. Some of the metal work has been that usually helps guide the carriage has been ripped off the walls and kind of made a little bit of a spider network going up.
Excellent. The area below the turbolift shaft, is there like a recessed area? Is there like a pit, or is that kind of flush?
Flush except for like maybe 12 inches for the equipment.
Mm-hmm. Any kind of lights or anything like that you see, or is it just mostly smoke and debris and sparking wires?
The sparking, it's a small area, so I'm getting like almost strobe lighting in there.
Awesome. I like it. Kind of like the whole aliens thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You're gonna die.
With less goo.
All right, excellent. Do appreciate that. Thanks for that description. All right, Rito kind of steps forward, looks at you, and he's like, "Uta Guta. What do you want to do? Someone needs to watch Harris. I think I'm probably the better person to do that." Uta Guta.
Do you want me to leave the carbine with you?
He looks at your carbine and he pats his heavy blaster. No, I'm good. Uta Guta. And he reaches out, slaps you on the shoulder. Good luck, and he heads on back.
All right, I'm gonna try to sneak on in there.
All right, then go ahead and make a sneak roll for me. If you don't have it, it defaults to perception.
I didn't mean actually like trying to be quiet. I just mean like squeeze my way through to get in there.
Oh, all right. Well, then just make a straight dex roll for me then.
Copy that.
Just make sure you don't like run into anything, touch a wire you're not supposed to. All right. You lever yourself out in here, picking through the debris. You can see like the walls and sides of the turbolift. Some of them still are in one piece, but I mean for the most part it's just mashed. You feel around a little bit like that, trying to feel around. There's a couple of sharp edges. You're very careful about it. The smoke begins to clear just a little bit, and you do see a maintenance ladder heading up into the darkness.
Sweet. I'll before I start climbing up that, I'll hit the open comm channel. Be like, all right, which one of you monkeys broke the elevator? Turbolift, sorry.
Turbolift.
Shh. Anybody out there?
Do we pick him up on comms or?
Yep, you sure do.
Oh, okay.
We got a little bit of retconning going on. A little bit of going back a little bit.
Okay. Is this during the blaster fight or just after it or what?
I'm going to say, probably you guys are probably going through the ductwork at this point, I would think.
Oh, then I turn off my comm.
Okay.
I don't want to give away my presence.
So. Very good. That leaves Ray. And let's see, Ray and Akiro. So,
I leave it on voice activated and start climbing the ladder.
Okay, your goddamn voice activated thing buzzes. Jesus. God, you put it on frickin' vibrate.
It makes you feel very pleasured. Now answer the damn call.
Who's answering? Okay, we've already established that that Elo is not answering, so it's going to be either Ray or Akiro, or you're just going to ignore it. I need to know.
I'll answer. All right. And he asked who dropped the elevator?
Who dropped the turbolift? Yep. Which one of you monkeys dropped the turbolift?
I say, excuse me, Smoothskin, I'm not the one who evolved from apes. Anyway, I don't know who was in charge of the turbolift falling. I will blame faulty engineering. Now, will you please stop addressing me in such a manner?
Apes, huh? All right, I'm coming up so I can throw some fecal at you.
Okay.
What level are you guys
over
on?
my shoulder, back down the duct to Akiro.
What level are you guys on?
Third level.
Yeah, what level are we on?
Third or fourth, one or the other. What level you want it to be on?
I start climbing, but I'm gonna.
Akiro,
I'm not
what
gonna
level
rush
you want
it.
on? Third or fourth?
Third.
What floor were we on whenever the thing dropped originally?
Second.
We were second going up to the third, had to jump out on the third, so we're up above the fourth, if I remember right.
Works
Okay.
for me. You got some climbing involved there, Krail.
Yep, and I'm gonna take it carefully.
All right, go ahead and roll a climbing roll for me at plus 1d. Excellent. Happy with that roll?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, good enough. And why can't I touch anything in here? What the heck?
Whoa.
What are you trying to touch?
TMI.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Touch my barret.
Ugh, stupid frickin' mouse. I'm having mouse problems, so sorry about that. All right, there we go. Much better.
So, safe to assume that while he's climbing, we have our blaster fight.
Yes, you have your blaster fights. Basically, you're heading on up that shaft that you see on the screen. I'm not sure. It's on I think the third pane down, third or fourth pane. Do you see that at all, Krail?
I do.
All right, excellent. So you're climbing up something like that. Once you get past that smoky layer below, things kind of clean up a little bit. There is some lighting and stuff of that nature in here, but not a super amount of it. So you continue to make your way up, and you get all the way to the top, and there is a bit of like a catwalk that is up there. And about that time, you do hear blaster fire. Actually, I take that back. You wouldn't have heard blaster fire yet. You know what? No, you don't hear blaster fire. You get all the way up there, though, and about you guys were off doing your computer thing and stuff like that, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that was after the firefight.
Right. So Akira, you were not doing a whole lot except just kind of watching that hall, and then we're told not to go into it, correct?
I believe so.
All right. So anyway, you're over near the ductwork waiting for Krail to show up, and about that time, you hear Krail in the ductwork. He's contacted you on the comm link, sort of making his way through. You hold open the ductwork area. Krail, you come over there. It goes into a small landing in an area that's just big enough for you to stand in, and the ductwork cover kind of doors out. And just about that time, you come out of the ductwork, and you're face to face with Akira, and he's standing in front of the door, and then all of a sudden the lights go out.
Hey, that wasn't me.
Wasn't me either.
Ray,
The hell?
what'd you do?
It wasn't me. I haven't touched any of the power controls yet. I thought you were doing that.
I've been standing here with you trying to figure out a way so we don't kill ourselves.
Yeah, I
Why
thought you were
don't
going to
Krail,
open the power.
Elo and Ray, make a quick perception roll for me, please.
Oh,
Excellent. All right. As you guys are sitting, I'm sorry. Well, as Ray is sitting at the computer, the screen does not lose power. Elo, you're sort of standing over his left shoulder, kind of bending over, looking at the screen with him at the information. And you both notice behind you that long 100+ meter long hallway. You see lights all along the top of it.
Well, I'm betting that hallway is still powered.
Yep.
yeah,
And-
don't go out there.
Yep, and on the far end, where you see that blast door, that red and gray blast door thing, You see possible movement up there.
Guys, I still don't feel good about that hallway. I'm pretty somewhat. Actually, no. Yeah, it was one of the droids. Like, got evaporated in there.
Yeah.
Yep. And as you guys are like standing there, all of a sudden you hear a click, clack, 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 and then an echoing sound as though it's like echoing down a long hallway, and the lights flicker back on.
The click and clack, was it more like droid feet on metal, or was it like a breaker tripping?
Why don't you make a tech roll for me then, and give yourself a +2 to that. Okay.
Ooh, I'm rolling hot tonight.
It was more like breakers.
Okay.
It definitely it did not give you the impression of like metal on metal. It was more like relays and clacking kind of sounds.
Huh. Okay. The chairs for the terminals, are they like wheelchairs, or are they pegged into the ground, or what?
Even or odd?
Even.
Well, let's see what happens then. Whoops. Damn it.
Even for them to be wheelchairs.
Well, they're not. They're pegs.
Damn it.
Sorry, partner. But you can describe what they look like.
Well, I was hoping for them to be wheelchairs so I could push one down the hallway.
Well, I appreciate that, but they're not. So
throw the peg down the hallway.
I take a look, and they've got a central peg that's like welded to the ground, and they can pivot on that peg.
Excellent. Are all the chairs the same?
Well, if this is a centralized computer layout, I would assume there'd be like 2, maybe 3 chairs, and the one that I was sitting on and the one that Ray is sitting on are both of the peg style.
Mm-hmm.
The third chair, I don't know. If it's just a standard chair with 4 legs that can be moved around, that'd be great.
I don't have a problem with that. Is there anything unique about any of the chairs?
No, nothing fancy about them. They've got kind of that plastic, like vacuum-formed nature to them.
Sure. So these are real generic in look then?
Industrial chairs. They are not built to be comfortable. They're those types of chairs that are, you see at power stations and that type of stuff,
Yep, sure. So, quick question for you. Anything about a manufacturer on them? Anything scrawled or anything on like in the computer terminal area, desk, or anything like that? Or is everything sort of in pretty decent repair? I mean, no.
Well, like the computers downstairs, these are all of various form, not one specific company. It's like kit bashed together sort of thing. The chairs are, I don't know, Rand Corporation.
Gotcha. Excellent. All right then. That's your guys' scene. Well done.
So, my intent with that chair that's not bolted down or welded down, I'd like to take it and chuck it down the electric latticework hallway and see if it gets nuked.
Okay. So at this point, Akiro and Krail,
Yes.
what are you guys doing? You're staring face to face to each other, and the lights flicker back on.
What?
I just look over Krail and say, okay, that was not me. It might have been one of those 2 people over there. Not really sure, but I don't like this place. I don't want to stay here.
Where is over there? Take me there.
Yeah, sure. I'll take you over to Elo and Ray. And yeah, I'll take them over to them and see what they're doing.
All right. Well, at this point, Elo has pretty much broken off from Ray. Apparently, he's not doing anything that he's interested in anymore. And you see him over looking at chairs. And he kind of like looks at one, walks away from it, walks over to another. He's obviously looking for something. So, Krail, what are you doing?
Well, I'm seeing this hallway for the first time. Did this thing used to arc electricity? Visually?
You know what? Akira, who's been with you, would probably be on your shoulder, and probably warning you, I would assume, not to go down that hallway.
Yeah, I say don't go near that hallway. Don't look at that hallway. Don't smell that hallway. Don't think of the hallway. It's bad. Just turn around.
Give me a
Unless
second.
you want to be evaporated.
Okay.
Actually, be disintegrated, not evaporated, but that's okay.
So
Akira doesn't care at this point. He's just trying to make the point.
can I tell if this corridor was built specifically to discharge electricity? You know what I mean? Is this a base feature or is this a power?
Can I jump in?
What do you think? Yeah.
Remember, Elo and I were able to pull up the schematics and
Mhm.
compare original to later. The nodes in the hallway were added later, so it was not original. This is something that was added within the
Correct.
7 months after
6-month mark.
the space. Yeah, it was
Right.
after the base was abandoned.
Right.
Yeah.
That'd be player information. So I mean, until he shares it with you,
Oh,
I think
okay.
what Krail is saying. I think he's speaking from a character standpoint.
Yeah, pretty much.
Krail, give me some suggestions on some skills that you think would be pertinent to this to figure that out.
Unfortunately, it would be knowledge tech, right? That's what
I'm thinking it's probably going to be some type of knowledge with maybe a tech bonus involved. So why don't we go with that? Why don't you roll me a knowledge at +3?
Boom.
Ooh, double ones on top of it?
You're stupid.
Yeah, I have
Um,
no idea.
You look down there and you're just like, what the hell? You got no idea. I mean, with those rolls, you're not able to ascertain if this was part of it or not. But this is not a naturally occurring corridor. You've got that much.
Yep. I just have
Um,
no idea how it happens.
right. It could have been built this way. You're not sure.
Yeah, this thing is dangerous.
All right. Elo, you do eventually. Yes, he rolled a double Harris. Double Harris. All right. Elo, you do find that one unbolted chair. Grab it and scoot on across.
Yep, grab it and move over. And as Krail is saying, this is dangerous. I just chucked the chair down the hallway.
Okay. Go ahead and all of you make dodge rolls for me. Akira, Elo, and Krail only.
Oh, yeah, I got a little dodge button.
Yep.
Let's see if it's correct. My dodge is 4D.
Whoa.
Awesome.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I thought I hit the wrong button because the die input was coming up.
All right, so let's see. 9 from Akira.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know it's not good.
And Elo rolled a whopping 5, 6, and a 13 for Krail. All right, so
That wasn't
there
the
is
worst.
there is a bright flash. For those of you who have hair,
Yep.
sort of stands up on end, whether it's on your arms, on your scalp, back of your hands, whatever. There is a bit of like wind almost being sucked down the tunnel a little bit, and you guys are momentarily flash blinded. I mean, it's like lightning had struck right in front of you without the boom.
And this just randomly happened, or?
With the chair.
Well,
Oh.
Elo came up there. Yep, Elo threw it in there, and basically it hit the ground once. It started a cascade effect, bounced up in the air, and then at that point you were flash blinded.
Okay, I turned
Ray,
where I...
hold on. Ray, while you're sitting at the computer terminal, kind of paying attention to the terminal, not really paying attention to Elo and the people behind you, that crack, that energy sound, that bright flash behind you, sort of momentarily stuns you. You're not expecting it. No one told you to be, prepared for it or anything like that. You kind of like stop and look back over your shoulder. These guys are obviously, momentarily blinded from the flash, and you quickly put together that Elo must have thrown the chair down the hall.
I I told you I haven't gotten the power turned off yet. Give me a second to get this under control, and I'll get the power turned off.
I heard the breakers flip, and I was wondering if it had been disabled.
All right, Akira, you were going to do?
I didn't disable it.
Yeah. I face in the direction where I think Elo was last, and like just swing. Go. What did I just say about the hallway? I swear, I'll throw you down it next. I told you it's bad, very, very bad. And start going over my eyes.
Mm-hmm. All right then, there you guys. That's your scene. Embrace it.
Embrace the pain.
All right, while you guys are doing that, heading on back to Ray. Ray, what are you doing after you've seen this? They obviously are, recovering from their momentary blindness. Everybody seems to be okay. You've already passed on the information. Hey, look, I didn't get it shut down. What is it you want to do, sir? Narrate out what you're going to do.
Go back to the computer screen or the computer terminal. Try to pull up the controls to that hallway and see if I can trip the breakers from the computer. Either that or overload it where it all shocks and burns itself out. One of the two options, whichever looks best from where I'm sitting.
All right, so you're going to go ahead and try and access that subroutine, try and gain control of it, and turn off the power, correct?
Yeah, either turn it off or burn it out. One of the two.
Well, it'd definitely be easier to turn it off than try and code it to, blast itself. So we'll go with that. So go ahead and throw a computer ops roll for me.
Give me a second.
No, I want it right now.
60.
It's my roll, and I need it now.
Yeah, it's 60 plus 1.
Yeah.
And I'm actually thinking about it. I think what I'm gonna. Oh, that's an awesome roll. All right. And I think, guys, and usually I mention this at the end of a game, but I think I'm going to go off and make slicing an advanced skill, requiring computer ops of 4D.
Okay.
Just I don't like it as a specialization, and it just seems to make more sense that way. All right, with a 21, it's not a spectacular success, but you're able to go through there, and you believe that you are successful with it. Hold on one second. Yep. So you are able to switch it off. You're fairly sure that those capacitors, if the program is run correctly, Ray, they're turned off.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now I turn it and smile up. Now it should be okay. Find a chair now, Elo, and throw it. It wasn't safe before, but now it will be.
Elo,
then I sit back and smugly.
I favor my favorite teammate with a frown.
Me?
Look around for something else to throw, since the remaining chairs are bolted or are welded to the ground.
Mm-hmm. Narrate something out to me if you think,
Well,
in fact, Akira, why don't you narrate out what you see immediately around you, Elo, and Ray? So you, Elo,
after my eyes have stopped stinging.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, and we were facing the hallway.
Yep. I mean, you describe just the physical area around you. I mean, just just anything.
All right.
I mean, do you see like an old toolbox laying on the ground with a hydro spanner in it? Do you see someone's half-eaten lunch? Do you see anything like that? I mean, anything of note?
I would say, would it be a stretch to say that there would be any like scarring on the walls nearby after that big flash?
Sure. There'd be like, let's say that there's some carbon scoring not too far into that hallway. Maybe not outside of it, but definitely inside the hallway.
Yeah. Inside there's carbon scoring, and on the inside of the hallway, you can see what looks to be like a toolbox, little workbench, and that kind of thing.
This is actually in the hallway?
Yes, in the hallway.
All right.
Trying to put a little bad twist on it.
There you go. So anyway, Elo, you definitely see probably about 3 to 5 meters down that hallway. There appears to be sort of a recessed workbench area, something that maintenance would maybe have, with a couple of objects on it. You're not 100% sure what they are.
Well,
You could always throw the carbine down.
I don't have a carbine.
Yeah, but somebody does. Somebody's got the carbine.
I'm not going to take a weapon from somebody.
I'll roll dodge.
Remember the crates I hid behind in the firefight?
I was going to go for one of those small crates and chuck it down the hallway.
Wait a minute, there's some small
Stop
crates.
throwing things, you psychopath.
Sorry, were there?
Would you rather exploring the hallway yourself, Akiro? I'm testing to see if the system actually is disabled.
Hey, you can walk down there, be a big man.
I'm sorry, the party needs a pilot.
Which is why I could do it.
So you're saying the electric grid is down, right?
That's what I'm trying to test.
That's what Ray is saying, anyways.
Gotcha. Was there any noticeable change when he did that?
Why don't you go ahead and make a perception roll for me? Just straight perception, not search. Just, yeah, search if you got it, otherwise default to perception. I would say probably no.
Okay.
I'm going to find a small crate and chuck it down the hallway.
Okay. You find a plasmeld crate, sort of drag it over. A little heavier than normal. You kind of like throw it down there, hits the ground, bounces, bursts open. Some stuff falls out. What falls out of it?
Some capacitors, a couple data pads.
Okay. Basically, sundry miscellaneous stuff.
Yeah.
All right. It lands on the ground and nothing happens.
See, I told you, it's now safe.
Yep, you did something right, Ray.
Thank you.
Never too late to start trying.
Well,
So you're on point?
I believe so.
After you, sir.
I'm not going to be the first one to that hallway.
I'm right behind you.
My first pause point is that recessed maintenance area. Just take a look at what's on the desk there, if there's anything useful,
All right. So you get about, like I said, 3 to 5 meters inside. Who's all going?
I'll be the last to go in that hallway.
Okay, so it's Akiro.
Then Krell.
It's Elo and Krail.
Yeah,
Elo,
I'm the last one to go in the hallway. I'm still paranoid about that damn place.
All right, so basically Krail's going first.
Yeah.
No, Elo.
All right, so Elo, Krail, and Akiro bringing up the rear, correct?
Yes.
All right. Elo, you stop at this little workstation. Okay. All right, you get over to the station and you start taking a look around. There are some work orders, some different colored work orders and stuff of that nature. It just looks like a maintenance cubby.
Okay.
You get my message, Ray?
No.
He probably whispered to you. Checking one of the chat windows.
Okay. I've got the chat open. Would it come up in another window or?
Nope, it would have come in roll 20.
No. Did you send it to Ray or to me? Because remember,
I sent it to
Ray,
Ray.
even though I'm playing Ray.
God damn it. Yeah, well, fuck all of you. You all die.
I'm trying to be a little less, heresy, a little more Ray-y right now.
Alright, if there's nothing important on the work orders, I'm going to move on.
Oh, shit.
Praise God's an asshole.
Oh, you son of a gun. I should be able just to cut and paste, and it's being a little bitch about it.
How dare you not being able to read something I didn't send to your actual profile, you bastard.
Guys, get out of there. Get out of there now.
You're going to need to make a roll or everybody dies. Roll computer.
Get out of there now. I'm yelling as I...
Roll.
Oh, no, I'm not in there yet.
Yeah, you are.
I was
Yes,
the
you
last person going in. I was taking my time because I'm
I
scared
don't
of
give
this
a crap.
hallway.
Roll, Ray.
Killer GM, Space God's a dick.
Nice.
Well, hold on. All right, so you're going to lose 6 out of that. So you rolled a 15. You rolled a
Okay, add
5, so you
fives.
get 20. You happy with that?
I'll stay with 20.
All right.
Be super proud of more character points. I don't want to die.
Okay. You know what? It's almost as though something is working against you, Ray. You're able to wrestle back momentary control of it.
Okay. Guys, get in or stay out of there. One of the two. And you can't stay in that hallway. Either get in the next room or get back in this room, because I don't know how long I can hold it.
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Next room.
It's a long hallway. It's over 100.
hallway with a possibly locked.
Run!
Yeah, there's pretty. It's pretty much over. It's 100 meters long, and at the far end of it
And how far into the hallway?
is a blaster door, and you thought you may have seen some movement at the far end of it, but you're not sure.
Yeah, run back.
Fall back to the computer
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
All right, you guys run back to the computer room. All right,
I
everybody
hate
runs
this
back
place
in.
so much. We are not staying here. As a base, I mean, afterwards.
Ray, go ahead and roll again for me.
If we clear it out, I don't see why not.
Bad memories. I hate this place. Torch it.
Okay, Ray, you lose control.
Did they make it back in?
Yes.
Okay.
Man, this
Hey, guys,
is
I don't have
crazy.
control anymore.
I might be able to hack it again, though.
And while I'm doing that, who else? Elo, you're good with computers. Come here. Or is it Krell? One of you two. Come here. I need help.
Krill.
Somebody, I need help. Come here.
Yep. I'll head over there.
Yep, Krill is very good with computers.
What do you
Okay,
mean something's
while
working
I'm-
against you?
While I'm trying to get control of it, see if from these other two terminals, one of them security. I can't remember what the other one was.
Weapons.
Between the two.
Ray, what I
Weapons,
need from you...
that might-
stop a second here, Ray. I need you to roll... Let's see. Why don't you make a perception roll and give yourself a +3. I'm sorry, not perception, knowledge +3.
2D plus 2 plus. Okay. Add 3 on that.
Yep, so 13 minus 7. Maybe. Nope, you actually get lucky, so you've got a 13. All right.
Okay.
From your past experience working with different types of computers and stuff like that, you know that this subroutine is not working like a normal subroutine would. There is definitely somebody somewhere else accessing that same subroutine as you are.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was jumping at. Okay.
Right,
While
and
I'm
you can
fighting
share
against the subroutine. Oh,
You're not
okay.
you're not fighting against the subroutine. You're fighting against somebody else.
I know.
Hacker and
That's-
counter hacker.
Yep. I'll keep fighting while Krail checks and see who else is accessing this subroutine and where they are.
Trace them.
See what I'm saying? Trace them. They know I'm here. They don't know he's here. So I'll keep them busy. Keep them focused on getting control and keeping control of that subroutine while he, does his thing and finds out where they are.
Okay. So he's going to pull up a computer not too far from you then.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. So you're just kind of trying to are you trying to wrestle control this back, or is it just kind of like keeping the person busy?
Well, I want to make it realistic. So,
Okay.
yeah, but I mean, I'm not using every trick in the book to
Okay.
win it. Just enough to keep them, keep the fish on the hook.
Good enough. Krail, you pull up on the system. I need you to roll a computer roll for me. Do you have?
Sorry. Computer programming or
Do you have security at all?
I do not.
Okay, your initial roll would have been a 6, sir. You want to spend that character point?
I haven't rolled yet, and I accidentally hit that character point button.
Not a
Yeah,
problem.
you were looking at Harris's roll.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Harris's really bad roll. But
That,
Krail
on
makes
the
a
other hand-
really great roll.
I will take
You want
that.
to spend
as
that
is.
character point?
Okay. With the information that Ray is mumbling under his breath to you as he's off doing his hacker thing, he's giving you sort of like some of the ins and outs and how he backdoored and what he did, and you're sort of like listening to him doing the same thing at your terminal, and you successfully gain access to the system, at least this portion of the system. So tell me what it is that you're going to try to do, Krail.
Try to burn it out so that computer control doesn't matter anymore.
I need something more descriptive than that. I don't quite understand that.
Try to funnel all the power into one burst that'll overcome the circuits and stuff permanently, not so it can.
He's trying to blow the breakers on the grid.
Is that what you're trying to do? Is try and blow that hallway's breakers?
Well, how long were the lights out when that happened before?
Maybe 20, 30 seconds tops. But the lights never went out in that hallway.
Okay.
It was everywhere else that they went down.
I want to try to isolate that user out of control.
Well, Ray, what was it you'd asked him to do? I don't remember.
He AFK'd for a moment.
Trace.
He's locking up the dig.
Gotcha.
I think he was asking Krail to try and hunt the other guy's location. The other hacker, whoever they were.
Okay. Again, I don't care what you do, Krail. I just need to know what it's going to be.
Gotcha. Well, that's all right. So we will. I'll try to see where that competing signal's coming from.
Okay. What I need from you then is 2 rolls. Both rolls are going to be at -1D.
Okay.
I need you to roll a computer roll for me first, and then I need you to roll. Actually, I take that back. You need to roll a security roll for me first, then a computer roll.
All right. -1D.
Correct.
Security.
That is a good roll. And then a computer roll.
And that's
Excellent.
the computer roll also.
All right, so a 15 and a 15. Is that less back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Don't know.
Sorry, I just noticed my black lab running through the kitchen, so I had to lock her up before she got mud everywhere.
Oh, I tell you what, labs and every setters. I mean, one of the only 2 dogs I think that are actually born retarded. Awesome dogs.
See,
Awesome dogs. I mean,
yeah, they're so smart, they're dangerous. It's like, what are you doing? Why? But okay, I'm back.
I grew up with an Irish setter. I grew up with an Irish setter that was just the dumbest dog ever. She would go out and quarter a field like no one's business. But I mean, socks, crayons, tinfoil, live fish in a tank, none of that stuff was safe.
All
Yeah,
edible to her.
Oh yeah, all of them were edible. I mean, one time we had to take her to the vet because she'd gotten a sock half in, half out, and it wrapped around a tonsil.
Nice.
Oh yeah, just stupid dog. Oh my God, stupid. All right, back to Star Wars universe stuff. All right, Krail, you are able to crack the first couple layers of security on this. It is not all that great a security. You start doing some backtracking. You could sort of send out a tracer. It looks like it's going to be doing what it wants, and then boom, it's cut off. Chink.
Gotcha. Well, this guy knows what he's doing.
Ray, go ahead and make a computer roll for me. That is a great roll. Happy with it?
Yeah.
That was 60 plus 1? Yep. Okay, 27. 27 is a great roll. You pretty much gain control of the hallway, but it wasn't nearly as easy as you would have thought.
Hey, Don.
Yo.
When I threw both the crate and the chair down the hallway,
Mm-hmm.
Did the hallway not start powering up until they struck the ground?
You know what? Well, the chair definitely hit the ground, bounced, and was evaporated while it was in the air.
Uh-huh.
You said evaporated too. Screw you.
I said that it bounced, started to, went up in the air, and then the arc continued and then destroyed it.
Yeah.
Is what I actually said.
Actually, the crate still down there?
Yeah, crate's still down the hall.
Huh. I got a stupid idea about how this might work, guys.
Remember, this is over 100-meter long hallway.
Yep.
All right.
So do we have control?
Currently, Ray has control.
We'll we either run or stay.
Did you find out where they are?
No, the trace got cut off.
Would it be worth it for me to try? I mean, I know that'd be dividing my efforts, but I think I know where this guy is if I'd be willing to, if I had to bet, but that's me thinking, not Ray thinking, so.
Oh yeah, it's behind that door.
Yeah.
All right. So, Elo, you said you had an idea?
I'm wondering if it's got pressure sensors in the floor plates.
No, it bounced first.
Yeah, but it hit the ground to bounce, and then it activated. But the grid was previously under whoever it is down there's control, and that crate is still there. So maybe it cycles, and if it doesn't receive a pressure impact, it doesn't trigger. Like it's taking into account that that crate is already there. So it's not firing because, well, the crate's weight hasn't shifted, sort of thing. I'm wondering if...
like, go down there and don't move if it goes off?
No. I'm imagining once we put a footfall on the on the pressure plates, it will engage the system. What I'm thinking about is if we disable the gravity plating in this area, we might be able to propel ourselves from the back wall down to the other door.
How? You have gravity.
Well, like I said, disable the gravity plating.
Oh.
It's an idea.
Great idea.
Or you could, kind of, go along the ceiling somehow, hand over hand it, monkey bar kind of thing, or.
I'm not that sort of strong.
To go 100 plus meters.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, you could do it. You got robo-arm. I mean, wouldn't it help? You've only got one arm to get tired now.
The other arm is still attached to musculature that can get tired.
Yeah, but that's half tired as opposed to full tired when you got both arms that are, flesh and blood. So you're good. Do it. Be a hero.
I don't see you volunteering to go out in the hall and.
Well,
No,
I
you
don't have a
volunteered other
robo
people.
arm. I would get tired quicker.
With the amount you run your mouth, you've got a great amount of stamina.
But that's my jaw muscles, not my arm muscles. See,
So use
you're
your
getting them
teeth to crawl
confused.
across.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you got such good jaw muscles, man, we got another job for you.
Excuse me, that's on Nar Shaddaa, and we haven't even gotten there yet.
So, Ray, do you think you can keep control of the hallway long enough for us to get down to the other end?
Do you want me to make
is
a
the
knowledge
question.
check or?
It really kind of comes down to what you think, Ray. I mean, it's a gut call, gut check time.
Yeah, make a gut check. I'm pretty sure that's
Keep in mind that if you
20 plus 4.
if you run and do not dodge, if you full out run, you can go 40 meters in a single round.
Yep.
Which is not 100.
Nope.
So I'm not trying that.
I just have to keep control for 2 rounds, and Ray
2.5
is that kind of
2.5.
overconfident. Well, yeah, two rounds. You all will be quicker. He is that overconfident. So yeah, I got it. I told you it's safe. I've got it.
Just remember, if you fuck this up and we die, you ain't leaving because nobody can fly the ship.
Yeah.
Right. Because nobody defaults back to tech for that purpose.
Right.
Of course not. You a fucking idiot.
And the last time he flew the ship, he really did a bang-up job with it.
Yeah, who was the game master that time?
Me.
There you go. All right, guys. Plan time.
If we're running, we better line up and get ready.
Hey, but wait, before you go, can you open the blaster door from the terminal you're at, Krail? Just have it open for you before you all sprint.
Yeah, I'm on security. What kind of control can I get out of that?
Well, first of all, why don't you take a moment to see what you can down there? Go ahead and roll just straight perception for me.
All right.
Jeez Louise tonight.
Yep.
Everybody's sucking so bad.
So anyway, with your 3, the only thing that you see on the far end of there is that there's obviously a landing in a room. That is it. Guys, I'm sorry, I need to do a quick bio and I'll be right back.
Sure.
Considering our roles, I don't want to go down that hallway and just get vaporized.
I'd be willing to go a run for it, but somebody's going to get isolated if they're back here fighting control, you know?
Well, the other option we could try is that we could try and either shunt power away from this floor.
I'm assuming that's kind of what I'm doing is, keeping control of the power grid to this floor, to that hallway.
Or we could possibly set the reactor into a self-diag mode, where it's just not pumping out power anywhere.
We've tried that before, and I think he's getting tired of that being our default fix. So,
Or
And
we
other
could try and
things have
find a
power.
repulsor lift cart and surf our way down.
Let's do that shit.
I'll run down it. It's 2 rounds.
do you want 2 people to run down it and 2 people to stay here, or 3 of you to go and stay here? But either way, Ray's going to have to be here.
I'm guessing that door is locked, which means a security roll.
Yep.
That's why I said open it from the security terminal before you run down the hallway.
Which he can't do.
He hasn't tried yet.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to that part yet. That was a visual.
Yeah.
That was just a perception.
Correct.
Okay.
All right, guys, I'm back. Did you come up with a plan?
Well, let me finish checking to see if I can do anything with that door through security.
That is a remote door. No, you're not going to be able to access that from here.
Yeah, I figured.
Star Wars. Sorry, partner.
No, it's, hey, if I was hiding back there controlling computers, I'd lock all that stuff out. Unless he was built to be contained.
Yes.
All right, so are we running?
Are there any ducts that head down that direction? Like the
You
maintenance
are.
access we crawled through?
You can take a look at that data pad that you had from earlier, but again, there's been a lot of stuff done on this.
Yeah.
There's no guarantee that you would be sure. I mean, it does show ductwork, but you don't know if it's been booby-trapped or is viable.
Well, it sounds like running is the option then. So who's going? Krail wants to run. Who else?
I don't like that hallway. I really, really don't.
So Akira's being a pussy, so I guess it's Elo.
All right.
Hey, I saw a dude get vaporized in there. I don't like that place.
Wasn't a
can't
dude,
be
it
a
was a
hero
droid
if
that
I'm
was trying
dead.
to shoot you.
Yeah,
So
but I would have been
Elo
vaporized
and-
if I was in there.
Elo and Krail are going to run the hallway. Ray is going to hopefully keep it locked down so we don't get vaporized.
Yep.
Turn into fine ash, whatever you want to call it.
All right. I'm reading through my notes. I'm ready. What you guys plan?
We're going to wait for Ray to say go, and we're going to run like bitches.
Okay. And who is we?
Krail?
And Elo.
Excellent. All right. And Akira.
I guess I'll bring up the rear. Damn it.
How
Krail,
wide is
before
the
you
hallway?
go,
Will it fit 3
Yeah.
wide?
It will not. It will not fit 3 wide, but we're not going to worry about that.
It's okay, Akira. You stay back here where it's safe.
It is plot dependent width. How's that?
Akira doesn't want to run. He doesn't have to run. Krail and Elo will.
I don't want to get left behind either, so I'll just...
You can stay and guard Ray.
how's being
You guys
back
can
with me?
knit.
Yeah. Knit? I'm the one keeping you alive.
All right. All right. Who wants to go first? Who wants to go second?
Wait.
Oh, it's the same
Before,
time, right?
Same time.
before
Before
you
I
all
go.
try to open that door from the security terminal that you're at, Krail.
We
I
can't.
tried. I tried
Not
it.
going to happen.
Oh,
We
oh,
have
okay.
to physically be there to open the door.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gotta
I didn't
physically
hear
be
that
there,
part,
yep.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's a big deal. I mean, you know what? I mean, if R2D2 could have accessed the Star Wars Ethernet network, he could have done all that stuff from the Millennium Falcon, and we would have had 30 minutes less of Star Wars action
And more R2.
and more R2.
Which is okay because then we wouldn't have had to listen to whiny ass Luke.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, Akira.
Akira.
He was only whiny in the first movie.
All right, Ray, I need a computer roll from you.
Krail tightens all his straps.
No straps to tighten for Elo. He's just ready to run.
All right. You didn't.
There we go.
24?
Yep.
All right. Ray, you barely take control.
Run.
Go.
All right.
Run.
I need a running rule from Elo and one from Krail, please.
Running roll.
Yep, and if you don't have it, it's Dex.
Oh,
Versus the difficulty of the terrain. And you're running all out.
I'm going to spin a character.
Ruh-roh.
All right, well, Elo crushes it with a 24. Krail bringing it up with a 10.
Yep.
And there is some conduit and stuff like that that's crisscrossing this hallway. I do believe that that's not going to be sufficient for you, Krail.
Okay.
Let me double check that because we don't do this very often, and I don't normally refer back to rules like this, but I want to make sure that we get it done properly because we're going to be doing it again here before it's all over with. So let's see. You are moving at high speed. So we're moving at high speed. Difficult, very difficult. Goes up. And let's see. Very difficult. No. Okay. All right. So if it's moderate, it goes up to difficult. All right. So You are going to fail, sir, and you failed it by that much. So we go over here to this table.
Missed it by that
He
much.
crashes,
No, we're not doing ships.
taking 60-meter scale damage.
Where the hell did it go?
You take 5D capital ship grade damage. You explode and fuck.
Hey, just taking a header right now could be just the same end effect.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I don't have this out in front of me. Ah, there we go. You actually go a couple of meters, just only a couple meters, and slip. You're going to be at -1D next turn.
Okay.
All right, Ray, roll.
Don't you mess this up.
29.
Well.
Nice.
Let's see what he
So,
rolls.
so I sit here and knit.
All right, that is a great roll. You do keep control of it. Both of you go ahead and make a running roll for me. Krail, you're at -1D. Remember that.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to spend a character point again.
Not bad. All right, so 14.
I'm going to spend one more.
All right, so you get a 21.
I'm
and
spending one. Nope, there's two.
Oh!
There it is.
All right. Well, that's a total. That is a total of 14, and that will be sufficient for both of you to get ahead. So at that point, you guys get to that point, and all of a sudden, there is blaster fire coming from the far end, tearing up the hallway in front of you. Elo, I need you to make a perception roll, seeing as you're the one they're shooting at.
Perception 3.
Did you see Ray's suggestion in the Roll20 chat?
All right, then. So you rolled a 10. Elo, you are much closer. You are let's see, 80. So you're about 30 meters away, 20 to 30 meters away from where you need to be. And you look up, and there are a number of ASP-7s at the far end, and they're manning an E-web,
Oh, that's fun.
Damn it.
shooting it down the hallway at you. What would you like to do, sir?
Are there any of those other crannies along the way, like that one maintenance station?
Absolutely, you betcha. Go. In fact, why don't you narrate out what you see for cover?
All right. I've got my head on the floor in front of me, maybe 10 meters as I'm trucking along. All of a sudden, blaster fire comes ripping down the hallway around me, which makes me look up. I see the squad of ASP-7s with the E-web, and flick my eyes to the left and right, find one of the crannies, and dive into it, slamming into the wall with my robotic arm.
Awesome. Sounds good. All right, then. Go ahead and roll a dodge for me, then. -1D. All right, good enough. That's all I need to know, then. All right, then. At this point, Ray, I need another roll.
Did you see my question earlier?
No,
with
I'm
that
sorry.
6 in the
didn't.
wild dice? And with me getting a 6 in the wild dice the last time I rolled, is there any way I could have bumped him back out or something? Gotten a little better control?
A spectacular success is not based upon whether you roll a 6 on the wild die, but the total amount of dice that you succeed by, or the total amount that you succeed by.
Okay. I was
That's
just
a no
asking.
right now.
No problem.
Mhm.
Happy with that roll?
Yeah, it's been good enough thus far.
Okay. At this point, you see the power is starting to come back up. What do you want to do?
Keep control of it. Do I need to roll again or
I would say use a force point.
force point? Holy God. Okay.
Well, it's
So
either
next
that.
time
It's either that or someone dies.
Okay, I'm using a force point.
All right. So I'm going to just go ahead and allow you to spend that force point and automatically succeed and gain control of the system, at least for that round. All right. Ray, I'm sorry, not Ray. Elo, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm like 20 to 30 meters from it, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to dig into my pouches that I've got on me and pull out that little brick of detonite that I've got from the prison break.
Okay.
I'm going to smush it into as good a ball as I can.
Okay.
Take the detonator out. Peek around the corner a little bit. Prime the detonator and chuck it down the hallway towards the E-web.
All right. Excellent. Now, quick question for you guys. Do we go for the flash bang boom school of thought, or do you go, wait a minute, you're throwing a firecracker with nothing to blow out? You're throwing a hand grenade with no pebbles.
With its detonator.
It's a detonator. Yeah, but I mean it's basically like plastic explosive, right?
Yeah, it sends the detonator sends an electrical charge into it that makes it detonate.
Right.
Yeah. What he's saying is there's not going to be frag. However, having played with explosives, a concussion blast from even a small amount of C4 10 feet away. Yeah.
Excellent. Very good points. All right. In that case, I need you to make a throwing roll. If you don't have throwing, it goes to Dex. And you are throwing 20 to 30 meters, which is going to be in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, I really want this to work, though, so I'm going to spend a force point on it.
Okay. Sure.
Because otherwise, Ray is out in the... Or, Krail is out in the open, and an E-web is not something we want to square off against.
All right, go ahead and roll that for me then. Make sure you double whatever your stats are. So in this case, yep.
And see, it's a good thing that I did that.
Yeah, because
I can't spend any character points.
You can't spend a character point.
Nope.
It's moderates on the high end of it, so you will make it. And if I was being a real bear of a game master, I'd go, well, it's an improvised weapon and it's not really meant to be thrown -1d or increase the difficulty. But I'm not going to do that. So it basically lands where you want to go. There's going to be no deviation on it. And what is that? 1d speeder damage?
Correct.
All right, which I do believe is what, 2 steps? It is 2 steps up.
It's 2 steps up? That'd be 5 dice damage then.
Well, it goes from character to speeder, so it's 2d.
So 3 dice.
Yep, so 3 dice. Was that all the bigger it was? It's just a 3d one?
It was a 1d brick.
1d brick. We're going to come back and revisit that another time. Okay, go ahead and roll 3d6.
Okay. That wouldn't be doubled, unfortunately. So.
Yeah, that's not going to be doubled because that's doesn't come from you. All right. Go ahead. You've used a force point, so I want you to sort of narrate out kind of what happens and embellish a little bit.
Okay. I wad up this this brick of detonite into a ball, shove the detonator onto it, trigger it for 2 or 3 seconds. Pop out from behind cover and underhand chuck it so it hits, or it goes flying forward, hits the ground, bounces a bit, and ends up rolling underneath the tripod right by the power cable that leads to the generator that powers the E-web, and then detonates.
All right, so that breaks the energy cable. It's flapping around. There's sparks going around. It slaps onto the arm of one of the ASP-7s that's manning the gun. It lights up, shakes a little bit, smokes, and drops to the ground.
Okay.
All right. So at this point, Krail, you're further back.
Yep.
What are you going to be doing, man? You see all of this. This is your scene, man. Tell me what you're going to do.
And he's still... I'm going to... How many are down there?
You're not sure. If you want to take time out to look, you can do that.
There's one less.
I'm going to do as much movement as I can while still being able to dodge.
Okay, in that case, you can move up to just below all out, which is called high speed. That'll allow you to move up to twice your normal movement, which would be 20 meters, and that would still allow you to dodge. That would bring you approximately where Elo is right now.
Gotcha. Okay.
So how many actions do you want to declare then? If you're only just trying to move up to where Elo's at, all you have to do is declare one action, and then if you're shot at, do a reactive dodge.
I'll do that while unslinging the carbine.
All right, excellent. Go ahead. I'm not even going to charge you a multi-action for that. Go ahead and make a running roll for me, though.
Okay. Almost forgot about those. Oh, no, that's not going to work. Hang on.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
Well, let's see. That you rolled a.
Hang on. 9,
That's
10,
good
11.
that you 8. No, that's that's unfortunately a 0. That's an 8.
Oh, is it?
It's an 8. What's your
Okay.
character point?
Crap. 8. My guess is 15 for success.
Well, anywhere from 11 to 15 maybe, might be higher.
Yeah, I'll try spending one more.
All right, so you rolled a 13. You successfully make it up to him. Wow, you guys are really burning through stuff now.
That's already.
Well,
All right.
we make it down this length without getting nuked by the electric field, and now there's an E-web down there.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Krail, you do make it up there, and you're being shot at, sir. So go ahead and you can make a reactive dodge or trust to your 1/4 cover.
Oh, it's reactive dodge.
All right, what I need you to do then is go ahead and roll your dodge at -1d, and you get a 1d cover modifier.
When do I add the cover modifier? In the beginning?
If you
There's
just
an additional identifier for it.
yeah, they'll be environmental and then they'll be cover.
Pit environment.
And I'll need the same thing from you, Elo, if you're going to dodge. Otherwise, if not, I need you to roll a 1d6 and we'll add it to the difficulty number for range.
Am I going to get a map as well?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I will go ahead and make the dodge.
Well, keep in mind that everything this round is still doubled.
True. So, yeah, I might as well dodge.
All right, so whatever your dodge is, times 2 minus 1d plus 1d for your cover.
Okay. 7 dice. 1 plus.
Okay, Krail, blast fire tears up the area where you're at, and you are not hit.
How's a 33?
33 is probably going to be really good. All right, they rolled a 12. They miss you. All right, going back to the beginning of the round, Ray, I need you to roll.
Come on, Ray, don't get us cooked.
Not when we're 20 meters away, god damn it!
Oh, Jesus.
All right, you're going to lose 7 off of that roll. You have a 15. You got a 17.
18, 19.
All right, that's the best you can do at this point.
Mm-hmm.
What was your roll again?
19.
19. Guess what he rolled?
20.
Just get
20.
19. Tie goes to the characters. Wow.
Barely lucked out.
Yeah, wow. All right, then. Top of the order. Elo, how many actions? What do you want to do?
2 actions.
All right. What's your first?
Closing the distance to get down to the doorway.
All right. 20 meters. You could do that with an all-out. I'm sorry, not an all-out. A high speed.
I'm going to do that with a high speed. That way I still have the option to dodge.
All right. So that'll be your first action. Now you've declared 2 actions, so you're minus 1d to your run roll.
Yep.
All right.
I'll spend a character point.
Okay. That's a total of 11.
Correct.
And all that's going to happen to you is you just have a slight slip. Your next action is going to be at minus 1d.
Okay.
So minus 2d. Not a big deal. All right, then. Krail, number of actions, and what do you plan to do? You see Elo just like go all commando, man, just woo, starts running down the hall. Holy shit!
So can I see targets now?
You know what? As a free action, I'm gonna let you. You see at least 3 ASP-7s down there, at least.
Gotcha. All right, I will shoot at one action while I continue to move. So I guess that's 2, right?
Well, you can move up to 5 meters and shoot. You can move up to 5 meters as a free action. It doesn't cost you anything, but you don't get to move anything. You don't. That's it. It counts as a move and a free action.
Yeah, no, I'm staying with the movement, but adding 1 fire action.
All right, so you move 5 meters and you fire. So go ahead.
Negative. I'm going to keep running.
He's going to take a move action, and then his next action will be to fire.
Correct.
Okay, so he's doing the same thing you're doing.
Yes.
Okay.
Clearing the hallway.
All right, go ahead and make a run roll for me then, Krail.
Here go more character points.
And
Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at.
Wait, before you roll, you've also declared 2 actions, subtract -1d to that. And I'm not even going to charge you for the 1d earlier that you didn't subtract either, so it's no big deal. It's all good. I keep track of this stuff, though.
Good, thank you. Just, see, that's all the same. I'm not even gonna.
Not even gonna try. Yeah. I was gonna say I would suggest not. All right. The good thing about it is you're not gonna get a complication out of it.
Okay.
The bad thing is that you are going to move a couple of meters. Basically, I'm going to give you kind of like what the mechanics are of it, and then I want you to describe what happens. Okay?
Uh-huh.
You take what's called a minor tumble. The character falls 1/4 of the way through his move, suffering a painful scrapes and bruises. May take no actions for the rest of the round and the next round.
Oh, all right. So
describe to us what happens.
So I got half of my move, but
No, you got a quarter.
or
of your
quarter.
move.
Sorry, I had a quarter of that move, but all of that is from skidding
Okay.
because my last round was all-out movement. So I've got a lot of momentum, and I just take the worst header and slide torso first for all that movement into the wall.
All right. So you skid into a wall and kind of bounce off it.
Head first.
Head first. Gonna take a small cut. Gonna take a bruise.
I'm going to be disoriented.
Okay.
Lose a leg.
But I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, are we talking about double black eyes here? Are we talking like a big knot on the top of your head? Did you take a shot behind the ear, on the temple?
Not on the top of the head. I'm woozy and don't have my balance.
All right, excellent. All right, so Elo, you're not going to see this, but that is what's going to happen with him. All right,
Okay.
Elo, second action.
Well, I don't have a weapon out because I've been flat out running.
All right, this round, that 20 meters will get you into that area, and you look around, and there's the E-Web sitting in front of you. There's one ASP-7 laying on the ground. There are 3 others that are kind of like looking at you, getting ready to like blow you away.
So they are armed.
Oh yes, all of them are armed.
Okay. Well. Okay, were the generator were they all behind the generator and the E-Web?
No.
Okay.
No, there was only 2 on the E-Web, and then there was like 2 others moping around. But the E-Web's been taken out of commission and 1 killed, so that left 3.
Yeah.
So from you right now, all I need to know is what's your second action.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide what my second action is going to be.
Chop chop, or I'm moving on.
I'll all out dodge since I'm down there.
You can't all out dodge. It has to be a full round action to do that.
Well, fine.
Pop 'em.
I draw my weapon, that'll take an action, but I'll be armed.
Okay. Are you going to try and shoot it this round too? Because it's an extra -1d, so it'll be a total of what, minus
2 dice.
If you want to try and shoot
My blaster
one point
not
blank,
been
basically.
That gives me a 1d plus 2 blaster shot. So I'm just drawing my blaster.
All right, excellent. Coming on back to Ray. I need another computer roll from you, partner.
Oh,
And we're
man,
gonna see if Krail dies.
But he has to make stamina checks before he dies. Lots of them. Over
Right.
and over.
All right.
That's only for Harris, isn't it? Time for one of those?
That's right.
All right. 22. You happy with that one?
Yep.
You maintain control. All right. Elo. Let's see. They're gonna try and shoot at you. Are you going to dodge?
Yeah, I'll default to dodge, so I'll take a 1D penalty for that.
Okay. So actually that would be -2 because you got 2. This will be a second action. All right. So go ahead and roll it for me, please. Wow, this turned out a whole lot more deadlier. 9. All right. That's better than what they had. So let's see what happens. All right. I need you to make a single strength roll for me.
This is where it's going to hurt.
That's possible. Let's just hope you get good numbers.
No whammies.
No Harrises.
And I'll spend a character point.
All right. So you got a 12.
Yep.
All right. You just take a point of stun, so you'll be at -1D for the rest of this turn, which is going to be over, and the next turn. That's all that you take.
Okay.
All right. So that's all that takes place from them, and we're at the top of the order. So Ray, did you make a computer roll for me?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. No. I'm sorry. I missed their action last time. He rolled, so this is your turn. Okay. So I apologize, Ray. This is the top of the new round. And you are at -1D to your actions. How many actions do you want to declare?
I
Elo,
am
I mean.
at -1?
No. Elo is. I apologize.
Oh, okay.
I know. I got. Okay. What happened was I retconned their action after you made the roll for the
Okay.
computer. So.
Well, I'm down there. I've got their attention. I'm going to all-out dodge.
All right then. Go ahead and roll your dodge at -1D. And are you gonna yell anything over your shoulder for Krail?
Get your ass down here.
Just lost our PG-13. Lucas is so pissed.
Ooh,
Oh, well.
There were people that were angry in episode 2 whenever that guy Dex or whatever said the word damn.
Ah, well, they can get over it. All right, so 18
Added
and
to the distance.
correct. So that person's going to shoot at you and misses, and this person is going to shoot at you. And what was yours? Roll again. Oh, it was 18.
18 plus the distance.
All right, and then Krail, you're going to be shot at. You may make a dodge at -1D.
oh, can I? I don't.
Yes, you can.
Okay. I will definitely hit.
I think that was what we said. They said you could do, or was it no actions? I don't
There's
remember.
No action.
Oh,
No
it's
action
no
this
action?
next round.
All right, then no dodge. So at
Okay,
this point, roll your strength, sir.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
No. That's how it works.
Your strength is 2D,
Just
Yeah,
like
man.
mine.
and you have no armor either.
No, I have that vac suit, but that was it.
Arg. All right. So
I'm gonna
I don't think we've ever had armor except for Bounty Hunter.
Who got killed.
all right. Well, that would give you a total of 8.
I'll be at 8.
You
Yeah,
can
but-
spend up to 5 on soaking.
That's up to you. I don't care what. I mean, I just need to know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, no, I'm at 8.
Okay, 8. All right. You take a wound, man. You're -1D until you are healed.
Okay.
All right. So that takes care of everybody. Elo. Okay. Yep. Akira, what are you doing at this point?
Well, they ran down there, and then there's been explosions and fighting.
That is correct.
All right. They told me to stay here to guard Ray, but fuck that. I'm gonna go help them.
Excellent. All right. You pretty much have the same choice as they did. I mean, you can go all out and not have the ability to dodge, but cover that distance in like 2 or 3 rounds. Or you can do it at a speed that allows you to be able to do other things, but will take you 5+ rounds.
I probably should just sprint there.
Excellent. All right, then. All I need from you then is a run roll then. If you don't have it, then it defaults to Dex. And then in the meantime, Ray, I need another computer roll from you. Why'd you fail now and then Krail and Ray, I'm sorry, Krail and Akira both go up.
Yeah,
ahead,
please don't kill Akira because he was trying to be a good guy.
Yep.
There's only so many rounds he can win it.
You know what? Akira, for being heroic, go ahead and give yourself a character point.
Yay!
For doing that. Oh, that is a fantastic roll. In fact, you know what? That's
Nice.
I'm sorry, that's Harris. Harris, you know what? You don't have to roll next round.
Run fast! Run fast!
Hence why I'm sprinting.
All right, let me double check that and make sure he doesn't roll like a 30 or something like that. No, okay, yeah, you're good. You're good. So you will not have to roll next round. All right, so did you make your running roll for me yet?
Me?
Yeah, you. Sprinter boy.
No, you never told me to make the roll.
Yes, make a running roll for me, please. If you don't have running, it
And that defaults to what?
Dex.
That was... Huh. Oh, never mind.
You know, it's been a
I
while.
thought it was
You know what?
strength.
And seeing as you're rolling so hot right now, oh, that's a great roll. All right. Ray, seeing as you're rolling hot so right now, and I haven't made you make a single roll yet, go ahead and make a stamina roll for Harris for me.
Please don't bomb it this time. Please.
That would be horrible if you failed this.
Please don't. I don't want Harris to die. I like Harris. In and out of character.
All right. I made my note. Excellent. Thank you, sir. All right. Top of the order. Elo, what are you doing?
Okay, there's 3 bad guys. There's me.
There's you.
The one that shot me and winged me,
Yes.
I'm going to drill him with a shot. I'm going to declare 2 actions.
All right. Go ahead and do your first action.
And so are they fighting droids now, or is it still a bunch of turrets?
No, ASP7s. 12.
Okay.
That will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. Oosh. Yeah, it goes down. Bam. All right, Krail, you may act this turn if you'd like.
What's it going to cost me to regain my feet?
You just automatically do it. You're a drunk punch, but you don't go down. You keep your feet.
Okay, I will.
Unless you want to narrate it out a different way, man. I'll let you narrate it out however you like. In fact, you know what? Why don't you narrate to me how you come out of it?
All right. Well, spitting out that little bit of vomit that came up last round in my throat.
Yep.
I
you
will.
Oh, and
yeah,
by the way, you were shot in the right leg.
On the right leg. Okay, I will take my left knee and take 2 shots without any movement.
All right, so you're just gonna kind of like drop and shoot.
Yeah, I start to get up, but that knee leg gives.
All right, excellent. Go ahead and give yourself a point, like an extra character point, just because you narrated something out that was cool, but also puts you at a disadvantage. So that's awesome. Give yourself an extra character point. You've declared 2 actions. Did you have your weapon out to start with or not?
I had it slung in front.
All right, I'll allow you to be able to just grab that real quick then. You got the carbine, right?
Yep.
All right, go ahead and pop off your first shot at minus 2D. Remember, because you're wounded and you're doing 2 actions.
Yep.
All right. 11 is not a bad roll. Why don't you? Yep. You're using a carbine. Go ahead and roll your strength. I'm sorry, your weapon damage. Oh, narrate it out. What happened?
My
And
favorite.
also keep in mind, Elo's up there as well. So I mean, you can add him into your narration if you want for comedy or something cool.
The one closest to him, I hit him in my favorite spot, that little space below the motivator. So it doesn't destroy the motivator, but it basically takes it out.
Okay.
And it just, without any orders, it just powers down.
Is this close to Elo? Did you have to?
It was the closest one to him. The one that was moving forward.
Was the shot? Was it close to him? Does he feel the blaster bolt pass over him? Does he see the explosion? I mean, how close is this ASP-7 to him when you shoot it?
He's moving forward, raising an arm to come down for a melee bash.
Oh, and did Elo see it?
Elo saw it, but he was dodging into his direction.
Excellent. All right. Did you get all that, Elo?
Yep.
The other droid was coming forward to melee you. You zigged when you should have zagged. He was going to get you, and Krail ends up shooting it over your shoulder and taking it out.
All right.
Excellent. All right, then. At this point, Akiro, I need another run roll from you.
All right.
Excellent. All right.
Character point. I want to get there quicker.
Well, okay. It'd have to be quite a good roll, but it can happen. Go for it.
Movement distance is movement distance.
That was not better, so I'll just,
Take your 14 and be happy?
Yeah.
All right, you're about 80 meters on down there, not too far. You've got Krail is like about 3 or 4 meters in front of you. He's down on one knee, carbine slung in front of him, doing the whole commando thing. All right, and you see Elo in front. You see basically everything that just happened with Krail. You see one of the ASP-7s trying to melee Elo. Elo is dodged when he shouldn't have. He can't get out of the blow. Krail levels his blaster on him, shoots over Elo's shoulder, knocking that asp out of commission where it lands on the ground. And there is one asp left. So top of the order, their action. Elo, the other one is going to attempt to shoot at you at short range. What would you like to do?
This is my second action. I'm going to dodge.
Do you want to blow your last action so you don't take an additional dice penalty or what?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll your dodge at -1d then. That is a fantastic roll, and I am quite sure that he is going to miss you. Oh, yes, he misses you quite handily. So, all right. Krail.
Yep, second actions.
You're going to shoot that other droid?
Yep.
All right, man. Roll your skill for me.
-2d.
That is correct. Thank you for picking that up when I didn't. So, and that's going to be a whopping 4, sir. So unless you want to spend a character point, that's going to be a miss.
That's a miss.
All right, good enough. Let's see. You don't have to make a roll this time, Ray. So we go to the top of the order. Elo, number of actions, first action.
2 actions again.
All right, declare your first action and let's roll it.
Gonna drill that guy.
Excellent. Roll your skill at -1d. And just so you know, I was hovering over my complication macro because I was just sure you're going to roll a 1.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Go ahead and roll your damage. Yeah, that is going to be sufficient to take it out. Boom, it drops to the ground. In fact, go ahead and narrate out how the last droid up here goes down.
Okay, I dodged the fire from the first time, and I shifted in such a way that he actually has to twist his position, so he has to bring his gun back into line. While he's bringing it back into line, I snap up my pistol and block with my other arm and drill him twice in the chest.
Awesome. Give yourself a character point. I like that narration. That was damn cool. All right, so that was your action. Let's see. Krail, number of actions. What are you going to do? I assume run.
Hopefully get some help. I'm going to hold my arm up and try to get to my feet.
Okay. Akiro, there you go, man. He sees you there. He's reaching out for you. You know, grab him, help him that last little bit.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Good.
I'm not.
No, just run by him.
Okay. I'm not going to make. I'm not going to make you guys.
Sorry.
Let him talk.
All right. I'm not going to make you guys make a running roll, but I'm just going to go ahead and let you narrate out, that last little bit. So, Crail, why don't you go ahead and narrate that out for us?
Oh, what was that movie? Or every war movie has that, that
The
little
one with the buddy.
blast. Yeah.
The one with the guns.
Yeah. You know that ones where they're all wearing that uniform, that one thing.
As I'm like limp to my feet and stumble 3 meters trying to time it to get with him, and he grabs my arm and slings it over the shoulder, and so I only have to use one leg as I hop alongside.
Awesome. All right, you guys get up there if no problem. Elo, you're not looking the best in the world, though it's been worse. Crail's been shot in the leg. By the way, Crail, I mean, you can role play out that limp and stuff like that. Really, beyond the -1D to your skills and stuff like that, it really doesn't hamper you.
Okay.
But I do appreciate you putting that little extra role playing flair in there. That's awesome, and it makes it really, really cool. So keep it up.
Well, it hurts.
It hurts. All right. So that is the end of that scene. This is the scene for you guys at the far end. Okay. And 1 second. And Ray, I need you to make another computer roll for me. Excellent. That is a great roll.
That's been close. Oh, okay.
It is a good roll. I mean, if you want to add to it, you can.
I'm starting to get into danger close for my CPs, so I'll hold them until something really important, like
Okay.
my life.
I completely understand. And you rolled a 13 for stamina roll last time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I need you to roll one more time. One dice. Just one dice. I don't need a stamina roll. I just need you to roll a 6-sided dice.
That die gonna make you die.
No, I don't need a character point. I just need a 6-sided die.
Well,
That's all I need.
Well, it's
Roll.
one dice.
Die pool.
Force point it.
No, you're fine. All right. So you rolled a 3. Got it. All right. So noted. All right. In the meantime, you do maintain control of the bug-zapper, the hallway bug-zapper. All right. For the other 3 that are at the other end of the hall, that picture that you see right there is, the landing area at the end of the hall. It's for the most part very well lit. You see a blast door in front of you. There's 2 controls, one inside the door and one over to the right, which actually, it doesn't, 2 controls.
All right. I'll post up with the one that's in the door itself, and start to figure it out.
All right. You know what? You don't even have to make a roll for this. This is an automatic. It's definitely the door controls.
Okay. Is the door locked down?
You know what? That is a great question. You know what? I don't think I even need to look this up to you. Yeah, it's locked. I don't think I need to,
Who knows? Maybe the opposition was so secure in his position that he didn't need to lock the door.
Quite possible. All right, guys. Everybody is back into scene mode at this time. We're now out of initiative mode. So, again, everybody can interact and talk and use comm links and, narrate out how they're going to go. Just as a heads up, Eric, I think we got about another 30 minutes.
Okay. I will flip my comm back on and get Ray on the horn. All right, Ray, you got to talk me through hotwiring this door.
You pop the panel, take the red wire to the blue wire. Don't cross them. Just touch them. If that doesn't work, then look for the green wire.
Yeah.
And
What I want you to do is I want you to cut the blue wire, and I want you to take your 2 fingers on your left hand and wet them with your tongue. I want you to
then
rub
stick
your
it in
left.
your anus.
No, I want you to rub your left nipple and grab the blue wire.
And prepare for the ride of your
And don't
life.
forget, and you got to turn around counterclockwise. It's important, counterclockwise.
Yeah, unless the moon is in the house of Zenith, then you have to rub your belly twice counterclockwise. Well, yeah, we get it. While jumping on one foot. Oh.
Well, I'll pop the panel and start going at the wires.
Okay. What is everybody else doing? Krail, Akiro?
Krail will hobble over there to try to assist him.
Okay.
And I'm helping him walk. I'm like, hold on, don't strain yourself here, man.
Alrighty then. All right. You start taking a look at it, and Elo, I need. Do you have security?
I've got tech.
Well, then it defaults to tech. And seeing as you guys are both working on this at the same time, I will allow a +4 bonus from Krail to help you out.
Okay.
Actually, I take that back. I'm going to give you a +3
All right.
because he's wounded. All right. You spend a couple of minutes fiddling around with the door. Not happy with that. That's not going to open that door.
What type of crap am I looking at underneath this panel? Are we talking about a circuit board, or
It's a Star Wars door.
based, or
It's a Star Wars door.
okay?
Well,
Did you cut the blue or the
there's a
green
panel
wire?
over on the
It's
wall.
important.
What was that question, Nilo?
There's the panel over on the wall, correct?
Yes, there's a second panel there, that golden one.
Okay. I will move over to that panel.
Okay.
Take a look at it.
All right, take a look at it. You're just kind of trying to figure out what it's for and stuff like that. Go ahead and
Yep.
roll just a straight tech roll for me then, 4D. That is a great roll. You are pretty sure from the way that this is put. This does not look like it was standard on this door. This is something that was added.
Okay.
And in fact, it wasn't put in very well at all. And you can actually see where there are wires that are exposed at the top of it. Not exposed, but I mean like insulated wire, which hasn't put flush into the wall. Kind of coming up and over. And as you track it, you can see where it actually goes into another very large. In fact, I take that back. It goes into 2 large panels. You go over there and you pull that panel open, and these are the controls for the capacitors in the hall. This is the off switch.
Ha! I disabled the system.
Well, all you have to do is just push the button or just start pulling wires, whichever one you want to do.
I'll push the button for now.
Okay, good enough. To your knowledge, you believe that the capacitors are in the safe position.
Okay. Is there any audible change or anything like that? Like a faint hum or anything?
Go ahead and narrate out what happens.
Okay. Okay, there were little emitters that were built into the walls and ceiling, correct?
Correct.
When I press the off switch, a little red LED illuminates on all those emitters.
Okay.
And there was a faint background hum that disappears from the hallway.
Okay. How about one you can feel but not hear?
Okay.
It just changes in pitch.
The charge of the air changes a bit.
There you go. Excellent. All right. Good job. Go ahead and give yourself a character point for that. All right. And is anybody going to let Ray know about this? I think he's your security guy.
That was the next step. I didn't know if you would let me word that in on this action, but if so, sure. I'll call down on the comms and say, "Hey Ray, I found out the off switch. The hallway is safe."
Okay, you sure you don't need me here? Because it didn't change here on my panel. Are you
Look
sure
at the
it's
hallway.
safe?
There's all these red LEDs now.
Yeah, because I've been messing with it.
Throw another
I
crate
turned it-
down the hallway then. See what happens.
You couldn't be down there if that would work. If I leave this panel, they might turn back on. Are you sure it's safe?
Hey, Elo? Hey, Elo?
Yeah.
Go ahead and walk down the hall.
Huh?
Walk down the hall.
Yeah, just go get him.
Just walk down the hall. Show him it's safe.
I will drag one of the. I'll drag one of the droid corpses and chuck it into the hallway.
You find a blown off arm and chuck it down the hallway, and
Yep.
it bounces. Clank, clank, clink.
A droid's coming to give you a hand.
Yep.
I know. I've turned it on. How do we know it won't get turned back on? Aren't you supposed to be working on
He's
that
got a
door?
point.
Trust in the Force. Get
Oh
your
my
ass
God.
down here.
You really are channeling Ray tonight, aren't you?
I try. I was too much Harris-like last week. I'm trying to be what Ray would be like.
Yeah.
Be completely useless.
Until the end of the adventure when he's really needed.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So
I grab
we
my
need to
tools
move
and run down the hall towards him.
All right, I'm assuming you're just gonna book it down that hall. You are not.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, okay. Just give me a single run roll, and we'll just see if anything like really, really bad happens, and we'll narrate it out. So-
What's it default to?
Dex.
Dex?
Mm-hmm.
That's always so much fun.
Jesus.
Go, Harris, go.
This character sucks.
No. This character is min max. There's a difference. He doesn't suck.
2-die Dex. 2-die plus 2.
Ooh.
Wow, he got that +2 in there, so he could up his thing. Well, anyways, doesn't matter. All right, that is going to be a bit of a minor failure. I can't believe that I am not on that page. Okay, that is going to be a difference of, you're going to take a slip at some time through. I'm going to narrate out to you. I'm going to tell you what the mechanic is, and then I want you to narrate out your run down this hall. A character slips and nearly falls. Character only makes half move, suffers a penalty to their actions for that round and for another round. So however you want to narrate that out, give us what happens as you run down this hall. You know, and then just as you envisioned it.
As I'm running down the hall, juggling the blaster I have out just in case, something steps out of one of those alcoves, and just in case. And I've got my security tools out because I know that's what I'm going to need down there. And I'm worried that Elo's really not as good as he thinks he is, and these lights might turn green at any second. I'm not paying attention. Run to one of the work bump, trip, fall, spill everything I'm carrying, so I have to spend the next round picking up all the tools that I'm going to need to get the security door opened, and then after that I can finish the run.
Do you lose any of your tools?
The next round is
Give
making
me a
sure he
perception
doesn't
check
lose
to
any.
see if a perception check to see if I see where they
If you
are.
want. Okay,
That
go
makes
ahead
sense.
and roll it for me. Yep,
Let's see what
works
his
for me.
perception is.
Roll perception for me. And we'll see if you get all of them.
Yeah. 5, 7. Probably not. There's a couple
Mostly.
pieces that I've got most of it, but I'm sure there's something that I've ignored.
Yeah,
that-
there's right, but you're panicky and you just leave it behind. All right, and you do not drop your blaster though. You do keep that, correct?
Yeah, not that.
I would think
silly.
that's something you'd be holding on to that for like dear life. Oh, fuck the tools, but I'm keeping the blaster.
Yep.
Good, that would be Ray. All right. So you make it down there the rest of the way. Sweating profusely. The rest of the guys waiting for you, and you guys see this. I mean, Ray basically, even though you've told him he doesn't have to, basically sprints. Does the 100-meter sprint down this hallway. Bouncing off of one of those alcove tables, collecting up what parts he could, obviously leaving some behind, picking himself up, brushed himself up, running back up here. So you're up here at this point, and you're breathing hard. I mean, that sucked. You're getting sort of a little bit of an adrenaline dump at this point, and Elo, Krail, and Akira are all looking at you apparently.
Well, just because Zelo has so much disdain for Ray, as he's scattering to pick up his tools and that type of stuff, I'll feign fear and say, hurry up! I think it's charging back up!"
Role play it out however you want, Ray.
What? I told you it's not safe. You should have listened to me. And that's whenever I started running and left the last little, widget and the last 3 pieces that I was looking for.
All right, excellent. All right, you're up here. It's well lit. There are the bodies of 4 asps and a semi-destroyed E-web. and
Kratos
this
looking at.
door that has the front control panel partially taken off from. Krail shot in the leg.
Okay. What?
Elo with his holdout blaster. I'm sorry, Elo, yeah, and Akiro
With a standard
looking good.
blaster pistol.
Oh, I thought it was a holdout.
Nope, it's a standard blaster pistol.
All right, standard blaster pistol, and Akiro looking around looking good.
And I said I was helping Krail stand straight since he got shot in the leg. It was like got him like by like underarm, that kind of thing. If I'm explaining that right.
I have you help me over to the E-Web blaster and drop me off. I can look
Yeah.
at it.
All right,
You can sit on the generator,
Yeah. I'll sit on the generator and take a look at the gun.
and I'll take a look at your leg.
all right. In that case, I guess I need Elo to make a a first aid check. Krail, you were looking at what gun?
The partially disabled E-Web.
Not at the same time. So, all right,
Okay.
we'll come back to
Stop
that then.
fidgeting, sit still.
Okay, that's going to be enough to do it. In the meantime, Ray, what are you doing?
Look at him. I told you it's the green wire, not the blue wire. Why? You made this even harder than it has to be. As I get to work in security on opening
Excellent.
that door.
Roll that for me, please. Oh, Jesus Christ.
So,
and we'll
yeah.
do that one, and then there we go.
Yeah,
All
screwed him because he forgot the tools that he needed.
7, 11, 12. And you don't have any more really character points to spend on that. It's on the. You know what? Because that is in his wheelhouse, and if I were using the synergy rules, I'd go ahead and give you a bonus. So I'm going to give it to you. You're able to open the door. The door slides open.
See, it's not that hard. All you have to do is listen to me. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Do what you're told.
All right, you guys walk in, and you scan the room. You see display monitors flashing, switching images back and forth to different parts of the compound. You see the main hangar with your ship sitting and waiting. You see the med bay with the 21B droid fretting with Rito. They appear to be arguing. The corridor with the mangled forms of the killer ASPs. You see the main hallway that you guys just came up. So that's what you see. And also, as you're doing that, everybody's walking into the room, correct?
Well, I was fixing Krail's leg as he was sitting on the E-Web generator.
That's fine. I mean, he doesn't automatically open the.
Knowing Ray, he probably would.
Yep. All right, so
door open.
all right, so Ray, I'm going to say that's what you see unless Akira walks in with you.
No, I'm gonna wait on Krail.
Okay.
I
would
look
think
around.
Ray would just walk into this room.
Yeah, I'm looking around in the corners. Is there anyone hiding here? There's either someone in here controlling stuff, or there's a computer program in here running everything from in here. So.
All right. You look up in one of the monitors. You notice that the far room, the room that you were originally in at the end of that hall, you see no less than 10 ASP-7s in it.
Ah. Hey guys, you might want to get out of the hall and shut the door. And turn on the power to that hallway really quick.
Why is that?
There's things coming. You might want to. I'd listen to me again. Listen to me. Hurry.
Well, of course
Listen
you
to
would
the
listen.
words
You
coming
love
out
the
of my
sound
mouth.
of your own voice.
All right, guys, what are you gonna do? Krail,
Put
Elo.
away the pieces of my med kit.
All right, so everybody runs in, shuts the door behind you.
Well, I'm gonna
turn on the power. Turn on the power in
I'm
the.
gonna flip on the generators again to activate the hallway,
Okay.
and then retreat back into the room with everybody else.
Okay. Go ahead. Are you bringing up the rear then, Elo? Probably
Yes.
because you're the one. Okay, and you're probably going to take a quick look back to make sure that everything is correct. Correct?
Oh, definitely.
All right. Go ahead and roll a perception roll for me.
3 dice. Yes. Got a 10.
Yep, that is not a bad roll. I got to roll something in opposition though, real quick first. Okay. You look back up at the color diodes on the top. They're burning. They're glowing that red. And you go to look away, and you see something out of your corner of your eye as you see the ASP-7s come charging down the very, very far end of the hallway. You look back up, and they click the red.
Huh. Something's hacking the system. I'll smack the button again.
All right. They stay red, and the droids are continuing to charging up the hall.
Okay. I'll fire off a couple random shots to maybe make them duck and fall back into the door before we close it.
All right, you guys hear the blaster fire as Elo comes rolling into the room, smacks the control, and shuts the door behind him. He's pretty much leaning up against the wall, kind of breathing heavy. His blaster out. More droids are coming.
And whatever it is that was fucking with the system before is still screwed with it.
Mm-hmm. All right, so as you guys are looking around, you see on the far side, you can't see it in that picture, but basically from the bottom of the screen, there's an alcove, and you hear a mechanical laugh, and a voice booms out from everywhere. It sounds like it's coming out of the speakers, and it says, "I am Mendy, Master of Darkness."
Did his signal cut out?
You also apparently have.
All right, did you guys hear any of that? Hello?
You cut out midway.
I am
Kind of made it fun.
All right. A voice booms out of all the speakers in the room. I am Mendy, Master of Darkness. I have conquered death. I live on in this mechanical suit of armor. I am the greatest Jedi there ever have been. And a modified ASP-7 droid steps out of the alcove. It has a blaster pistol connected to its forearm. It's wearing a faded brown leather jacket, and it has a dim sim plate in face of a face, and on it is a human face staring out, sneering at you. Roll initiative.
Oh, crap. Blast it!
We want to go first, apparently.
Yeah. Except for Krail.
Yeah.
Krill's taking it easy.
Okay, are you guys using your initiative button so that adds to the turn order or not?
Yeah.
My initiative button, yes.
Yes.
Did everybody do that?
Yes.
Looks like. You just need to order it.
That's what I wanted to make sure of. All right, and this gets removed actually. All right, so Elo, this droid comes out of nowhere, out of this alcove, dim sim simulation thing in place of a face of a sneering human face, wearing a faded leather coat and brandishing a blaster. What do you do?
I'll sigh, push myself off from the door, and say, "Would you just shut up and die already?" And I'll take a shot at him.
All right, so declare one action. Go ahead and make your skill roll. That will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. All right. You hit it in an arm. It spins and continues to laugh maniacally. Ray, how many actions and what's your first action?
Is there anything in here that'll provide cover for me to get behind?
Absolutely. There's a computer panel or a chair or something like that.
Other player characters.
Other player characters.
That's
I'm
a rape
not that
maneuver.
big a coward. I jump behind the computer terminal and brace to start shooting next round.
Excellent. Akiro, number of actions and what's your first action?
2 actions.
Okay, what's your first action going to be, sir? And if one of them is to polish your horns, you get a character point.
Really?
Yep.
No, I'm just gonna shoot the bastard.
You had to think about it, though. Go ahead and
I
roll
was
your skill.
surprised that you actually said that.
Well, I was giving it to you because I thought it was appropriate to your character. Go ahead and
Oh,
roll
no.
your blaster
There's
skill.
time and a place for the horn waxing, but it's not whenever I need to shoot a bastard to save my friends.
Okay. Again, roll blaster skill at minus 1d.
Awesome! I should have whacked my horn.
You miss. All right. Akira, I'm sorry, Elo, you're being shot at by this insane droid. Do you want to burn your last action and dodge? What do you want to do?
I only declared one action, so I'm going to have to declare an extra to dodge.
All right, minus 1d to your dodge, if you want to do that, or just trust to the range.
Oh, I don't want to be shot, since I'm the medic right now.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your dodge skill for me at minus 1d.
Excellent.
Let's see. You will get your 13, but you get a complication. You want to narrate that out for me?
Everything is awful.
Okay. He brings up his blaster pistol and takes aim on me. I dive to the side. Unfortunately, it's right to the side that the door is at, and I slam myself full into the door, stunning myself for the round.
All right, so you'll be at minus 1d for the rest of this round and the next round.
Yep.
Okay, and go ahead and give yourself a character point as well. And he is going to attempt to shoot you now. He needs a 13 or better, so... All right, he is going to hit. Go ahead and roll your strength. Yes, I know how bad it sucks. Just roll it anyway. Oh, Jesus!
Oh, yeah!
Oh, God!
Okay.
No!
Hey,
I'm going to spend some character
I was
points.
going to say, you might want to spend a character point or two there, Elo.
Jeez.
All right, that's 7. Whoa, back
I'll
up.
take that.
7, 18. You have an 18.
Shit.
No, I take that back. That was 18. You have a 20. Okay, so he shoots at you. As you're falling away from the door, sort of stunned, kind of doing the whole robot chicken bump 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 kind of thing. He misses you. All right, Crail,
I'm fine with that.
Crail, number of actions and your first action, please.
2 actions. First one is a blaster shot.
Okay. Go ahead and you get. Was it? Yeah, it was slung. So go ahead. Roll at minus 1d, please. Oh
Good
yeah,
God.
that'll hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I am happy with that.
Rip that damage into him. I want to see a 30.
Yeah, I'm 1 shot. Come on. I'll take it.
Not bad.
Excellent. All right. Takes damage. Spins around. Sort of like takes 2 steps back. You burn a hole in its black coat. I'm sorry, in its faded leather jacket. The face kind of like looks down at it, and just gets this really pissed off look at you. Elo, number of actions. Wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. I take that back. Crail had to. No, Akira, you decided on 2 actions, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Crail
your
also.
second action. Well,
I'm going to
Akira-
try to shoot the guy and not miss this time.
All right, roll minus 1d.
Awesome!
Nope. Crail, second action. Roll minus 1d.
Wow.
Yeah, that is horrible.
So I took cover to keep from getting shot by you all.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Not me. I hurt myself.
Yes, he bumped off of a wall. Crail,
I
your
hit
damage.
my target.
Your damage is 11, correct?
Yes.
All right. Basically, you hit, you blow a hole through, part of his coat, not actually damaging him. Top of the order, Elo. Minus 1d for all your actions this turn. How many actions you want to declare?
2 actions.
All right. So minus 2d to all your actions. What's your first action?
Gonna shoot him.
All right. If you hit and we do damage, you're gonna have to narrate out something kind of exceptional here. Okay. Roll your blaster skill at minus 2d.
Take that 6.
Did not get a
No.
character point that?
I
I
don't-
will spend 1 character point.
It would take
Let's
a
see what
lot.
happens.
Huh?
Holy crap! You hit.
Wow.
Roll that damage.
Give him like a bonus for his damage.
Oh, geez.
Uh,
You rolled really crappy.
I did.
You know what? I like it. Narrate out what hits. You hit him. and he's going to go down. Narrate it out for me.
I'm swaying back and forth a little bit. I'm actually seeing kind of double because I've got a little ringing going on from bashing my head into the blast door. I focus, squint my eyes, close my left eye, and one of them kind of fades out a little bit. My arm wavers back and forth. I pull the trigger like 3 times, and of those 3 shots, one of them hits him square in the chest.
All right, and he spins around and goes down.
Actually, he doesn't spin around. The shot just bores right through the center of him. The face looks down and gets a little like shocked visage, and then looks up and just falls forward.
Excellent. All right then. At that point, he falls down and he is out. That is the end of that round or that scene. We're entering back into our normal scene. We're almost at the end, guys. All right. So at this point, Ray, you look up in the thing. The droids are now outside of that door, and they're looking to get in. So that's you guys' scene. What do you do?
Since I jump on the other back to the front of the computer system that I took cover behind, hoping that this is a security system monitor, and try to turn on the power out into the hallway to the capacitors out there.
Right. That's what. Yeah. You will have to hack the. Well, you know what? No, you won't have to hack the system if you want to. I'm going to say that you'll be able to find that subroutine from here with little problem. Okay, while he's doing that, Krail, Elo, and Akira, what are you guys doing?
I'm looking for advanced cover.
All right, you're looking for advanced cover. Elo, Akira?
I'm going to walk over to the droid body, roll it over onto its back, and say, "Guess your hokey religion didn't help you," and shoot him again in the chest.
All right. Go ahead and make a quick perception roll for me as well.
While I was doing that, I'm going to walk over to Krail and see if his leg wounds got any worse.
That's with my -1D for stun for this round.
You don't have to. We're out of that. So give yourself another D.
So a 13.
Right. 13. Okay. Something you notice is there is what looks like a control cable that snakes out from the back of this droid and goes up and around the corner around where the alcove was.
Huh. I'll motion for Akira to go over to that alcove.
He's up trying to take care of Krail. Not even paying attention to you.
I med-checked Krail already.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't care, but that's what Akira said he's going to do.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
know.
I was going to see if it got any worse since,
Right.
you had to
Well,
just leave
then-
midway through.
Then I will start prowling my way over there.
Okay. You continue to follow this, and you see that control cord actually goes up and underneath a door.
Is there a door control nearby?
There is. You want to make a perception roll or just open the door?
I'm going to go perception.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception roll for me. 13? That's actually not too bad. You notice that underneath the door, it doesn't go all the way to the bottom. It doesn't close all the way because of the cable. And you notice that there are 2 stubby droid legs visible.
Do they look like asp legs?
No.
Huh. Okay. Well, I'll post myself up on the doorway and prepare to open it on my next action.
Okay. In the meantime, Krail, go ahead and make a computer roll for me. I'm sorry, Ray, make a computer roll for me. Excellent. You do gain control, and you turn the field back on.
Do I hear a
All right.
satisfying zap from out in the hallway?
No, they're actually in the landing out in front of the door. They were not in the hall.
Uh-oh,
There's
guys.
a landing right.
That didn't work.
Yeah. It didn't work the way you wanted it to. It did work.
Yeah, it didn't work like I thought it would, guys. We're in trouble now.
At least they can't retreat.
When aren't we in trouble?
Well, it would be Star Wars if you were not in trouble. All right. Elo,
Well,
what are
he
you doing?
says, "When aren't we in trouble?" I'll open the door. Swing into the room with my blaster ready.
Okay, you pop open the door. The door, goes up into the ceiling, and you see this in the door with a control cable coming out of it.
An R series.
Watch out, he might be dangerous.
I'll level my blaster at his dome and say, "Stop now."
It just twirls and twitters at you. Probably the most vulgar thing you've ever heard come from a droid ever because they bleeped out everything he said. It is. It's just twirling at you. It's making aggressive movements at you, like trying to bump you with its housing.
Let's put it this way, little guy. If you don't shut down those droids out there, I will drill a hole in you.
Okay. It does not stop.
Okay, I drill a hole in it.
All right.
There was
You hit it. Its head kind of like pops. Like like a 4th of July thing. Kind of pops off. A bunch of smoke and stuff like that. It sort of like twitches a little bit and then sort of gravitates in a circle for a while and then stops. And then one foot just kind of does a real quick, like little quiver, shake, 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 and it falls over.
All right.
Outside, Ray, you notice that the droids are now they appear to be in a standby mode.
Back to the
Okay,
doorway. I killed our Jedi.
Or, huh?
What?
What? Yeah.
Elo, explain. Quickly.
I'll raise up a foot and boot the R unit out into the hallway, or out into the larger room.
Why did you shoot an R unit?
Because it was controlling all the droids trying to kill us.
Right.
How do you know?
I talked to it, and it didn't seem very happy with us.
In fact, maybe even a little crazy.
That doesn't mean that it was controlling every single droid that was trying to kill us.
I'll pick up the cable that's attached to him and tug on it, so it shakes the corpse a bit.
I'll go in that little room and check it out where he was in.
It's just a storage room. That's all it is.
Okay.
So, any other questions about this room?
Go ahead.
If I have access to this computer, now I'm trying to dig in now. What can I find? In the
What is
computer
it? What is
system,
you trying to do?
place together what happened and why.
You cannot make information. You cannot make information appear that is not there.
Okay. So it has been hard deleted from even this control system.
Correct.
If you're looking for information, it's probably going to be in this R unit.
Yep.
Maybe, if there's anything left.
Yeah,
But
just shoot him.
But you do look at that control panel there, and there, like I said, there are a number of computer monitors there. You do have access to them. You can look throughout the base and get an idea of what's going on.
Ray, you should see if there's any more asps laying around anywhere, besides the 10 outside the door.
Yeah. I start going through security,
Okay, this is going to take you a while, probably about, maybe 5 to 10 minutes to cycle through, and you do that. You do find a couple of different asps and stuff like that. You find some sections of the base that you haven't gone through yet, stuff like that. Every time you come across an asp, it does appear to either be in shutdown mode or in standby. And you don't find too many more.
Beautiful.
All right, you're in command and control. Make sure things are safe.
Okay.
Krail, let's try and get the ship up and running so we can get Harris back to medical attention.
Okay. Real quick though, Ray, you do notice that as you're cycling through those, you do land back on the med bay. Hello? You there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm listening.
You get back to the med bay, and it doesn't show the back to tank, but it does show part of the room. You see that Rito is laying on the ground, knocked unconscious or dead. And the Q1B droid has been destroyed.
Guys, we need to get to medbay now.
Harris is loose.
Damn it, Harris hulked out.
Harris fell to the dark side. All right, beat feet back towards the med bay.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're going to turn off the bug zapping
Yeah,
hallway.
turn off. Yeah, turn off the back
Yes.
zapper.
Okay. You guys get on down there. You get into the
duct.
you don't even have to go through
Or
the duct. You
maintenance
just
bay or whatever.
You just go through the maintenance thing, get down there, climb down 3 or 4 levels, run through there. You guys enter into the med bay, and you see Harris standing over Rito. He's got a medical frock on. His hair is all slicked back, and he has just this absolute vacant look, like there is absolutely nobody home.
And you're describing Harris or just some person in there?
Harris.
Harris.
Okay.
Mongo.
Oh, great. He flew over the cuckoo nest.
Hey, are you alright,
Hero?
man?
Get Harris. I'll check on Rito.
Okay. At this point, I mean, you're. Let's see, Krail, you went over to Harris, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And you're like, hey man, are you okay? Hey, hello, and you just get this vacant stare, and that's it, nothing.
I'll try to take him by the arm.
Okay. He does not try to resist.
Can I make a perception check to see, or like medical check, something to see if I can have any idea of what's wrong?
I'm checking on Rito.
No, this is really going to be more in the medical realm. If you've got medical skill, yeah. Just for just general first aid or something like that, probably unlikely.
We'll sit him down.
Okay. You find a rollable chair and you set him down.
I will casually set my carbine to stun.
Okay.
That's
Alright,
the first aid on Rito.
All right, you're able to bring him around. He comes around quite quickly, and in fact, he comes up swinging and thrashing.
I'm
Because
gonna get out of his way.
All right. Uta guda, goddamn, guda, uta guda, puru, not happy. He's looking around, and seems to be quite surprised that you guys are here.
What happened?
I don't know. I was looking out in the hallway. I heard something behind me. I didn't see anything at all, and then I was knocked unconscious.
Well, Harris got himself out of the tank, and either he knocked you unconscious, or the droid that was hard attached to the back tank knocked you unconscious.
I don't think the droid could have gotten over there. His legs are disabled.
Yep, his treads are disabled.
Well, then I guess it was Harris. That or there's another asp running around.
I think our new friend is a little impulse-driven.
Our new friend?
This is not Harris.
Well, I will try with my meager first aid abilities to try and figure out what's up with Harris.
Right.
Said medicine, not first
I'm
aid.
pretty kind of confused. You can elaborate on it if you want, Krail.
Oh, I'm kind of seeing maybe Harris coming out of the tank and taking a swing.
Harris is just standing there. You took him over to a chair and sat him down.
Well, I mean beforehand.
I'm sorry, I'm confused, Andy. You have to.
That's all right. I'm thinking that maybe Harris got out of the tank
Okay.
and clubbed Rito over the head.
But for what purpose?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I mean, your character's thinking this?
Yeah. I mean, he's going through some pretty serious medical brain trauma issues. Right?
True that, yeah. You believe so, until he gets a full medical workup by a doctor or a 2-1B droid, which you don't have, you won't know.
Yeah, Krail's just being a little paranoid. That's all.
I get it. No problem at all. All right. So this is your guys' scene. Play it out for me, and let's figure out what's going on.
Can I?
Well, Kira just feels very uncomfortable and very guilty that, like, whatever happened here happened because earlier he was taking personal responsibility to guarding him.
Well, so was Krail, and so was Rito. So
Yeah.
all right. So that
I was saying, like, early, like, whenever it was the fight in the hallway earlier and Akira was staying in the room right in front of the tank. Like, that moment I was talking about.
Okay. Heading back to Les then. Les, what were you wanting to do?
Up in the control center, do I remember seeing if the security cameras were recording or were they just live feed?
You're not sure. You know what? Just for our purposes today, we're going to say that they're a live feed.
Live feed, no recording.
Yep. We're going to keep the mystery going.
Okay. Is there anything in here showing what could have attacked Rito?
No. You know, it had to be somebody, something or somebody, obviously.
Once I get that
Is Rito
droid put back together, maybe.
Yeah. Is Rito slimed from the Bacta on Harris? If Harris would have clobbed him, he'd still be dripping it.
Possibly. If that's what happened, go ahead and roll a perception and check out Rito, I guess.
But would Ray be thinking this way?
I know. That's the other thing.
Why can't I play my character?
The biggest weirdness is Harris got himself in a medical smock from being in a Bacta tank in just his skivvies. So
Well, I mean, he's running around in his skivvies then. There you go. He doesn't have a smock on. He's running around in his skivvies. Whatever he was in the Bacta tank in, that's what he's wearing.
The jockstrap.
Yeah, it'd probably just be his skivvies.
The Star Wars version of a jockstrap. Got it.
Super space diaper.
Okay, what's that roll for, Harris?
Perception.
Oh, you're actually going to go with it. You roll a 7. No.
All right. What we need to do is...
Right now, you've got Harris and you've got Rito.
Yeah. Rito's awake now, though.
Mm-hmm.
I got him up. What we need to do, we need to make sure that Harris doesn't have any other episodes. So my suggestion is we sedate him, get him on board the ship, and strap him down in his bunk. Then we do as fast of a repair set as we can, Krail, to get the ship ready to jump. We put the station in standby. I'm sure Ray can do something to lock out the system so nobody else can fiddle with it but us. And we get back to base ASAP, because this is beyond my medical training so far.
All right,
we need to
guys.
get him to an actual physician. That's my suggestion.
Yeah, we do need to get him.
And I want to get out of here as soon as possible.
All right, so I need a consensus from the group. What you guys want to do?
Well, I'm not staying here on this station by myself, so...
All right, so that's what you guys are going to do? All right, you guys spend the next couple of hours, all right? You guys get Harris back to the ship and into a bunk, and, I mean, are you strapping him in or just making sure he's secure? He's in a locked room? What are you guys going to do?
Strapping him in and locking the door.
Really? Okay.
The options we have are the 2-1B that couldn't move knocked Rito out, or he knocked Rito out.
Or something that we don't know came in.
A mystical appearance or a mystical critter knocked him out. We also don't know if he could possibly hurt himself. And rather than stripping all the items out of his room, I'm fine with just strapping him to the bed for now.
Okay. You guys do that then. All right. I'm not going to make.
I feel uneasy about the entire situation.
Yeah,
So I'm not involved with the whole strapping down thing.
Yep,
Ever since seeing him, he's just like Akira's just like sitting off by himself in the cockpit, just like.
Well, if you want to go on Harris watch, that's fine. If you think you can control him with him not strapped down or sedated or anything like that, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just stay in the
Strap
room
him
and
down
just
everything.
be with him.
Okay.
Good enough.
The reason
All right.
I'm talking about strapping him down on that is so we could all then do our jobs to get the ship up as quick as possible.
Akira's job is to look good, though.
and to be other pilot and other mechanic, and probably best combat guy left.
Yeah. All right, moving the narrative ahead. Takes you guys several hours. You are able to get the station in standby mode. Ray, you are able to code some programs and stuff like that over the next couple of hours, allowing you guys to pretty much lock out the system, get into it if you need to, that sort of thing. It's not great. It can be circumvented by a knowledgeable person because you don't have that much time to code it out. But it'll keep the layman out. All right.
Which is fine as far as I'm concerned.
You guys are not going to have time to fully repair your ship. So you are going to be at some difficulties for, not difficulties, but you're not going to be able to go through space nearly as fast because your ion drives your sublight drives were damaged. At least one scoop was. So you're going to still be leaving with all of that damage.
That's fine, as long as the primary hyperdrive is functional, and we can restore the shield grid.
Okay. In the meantime, everything is taken care of. Everybody gets back aboard the ship. Everybody is pretty much really focused on getting the hell out of here. All right. All joking is to the side. There's almost sort of like a combined force of will amongst everybody. Almost, just very focused on getting out of here. Everybody's doing exactly what their jobs are. Everybody's being professional about it. You guys get your ship up and taken care of. Elo, you're piloting?
I'm fine with that since Akiro's watching him.
Okay. So you guys are able to exit the asteroid. You make your way through the asteroid field out towards. You try and get as far away from the picket area as you can. Long-range scans show that they're no longer a picket. You make your astrogation, piloting to head back to Randoon, and you guys enter into hyperspace. Now, as everybody is doing their things, the camera pans to each single person off doing their own thing. There seems to be a somber look about each person as they go about doing their jobs in silence. The camera slowly pans off down the hallway and stops in front of the room where Harris and Akira are at. The camera fades in as it approaches the door, fades back in when it comes inside. It's a lightly lit room. Akira is sitting on a chair not far away from where Harris is at. Harris is lying on his side, facing the far wall. The camera pans around towards his feet and then closes in on his face. You see his lips mumbling, forming a word. Mendy. His eyes fly open. They are flecked in gold and black. And grasped in his hand is a lightsaber. And we go to black.
What? Where'd he get a lightsaber? How do we not notice that?
Oh, we know where it was. There's only one place.
It the old school way.
There you guys go.
Okay, so it's mind control. I thought if you're going to go full on brain dead, that's worse than killing a character.
And see,
Oh, that's awesome.
I wanted to strap him down, but no.
So, I figured if he was brain dead, then strapping him, then just watching him would be just as fine because he wouldn't do anything anyway.
Okay. Well, anyway, actually, let me take that narrative just a little bit further. We don't go to black right away. There's a lightsaber in his hand. He sort of shakes his head a little bit, blinks his eyes. He opens his eyes again, and they're back to normal. And he looks at the wall, and then cranes his neck back towards Akiro, and he goes, "Akiro?" And then we go to black.
I was going to say, before all that, it was, just going to be pan over to Akiro, and he's just, sobbing to himself, I'm sorry I failed you, or something like that.
You could do that if you want. You can add to the narrative. That's pretty much what happens from Harris's sort of thing.
Yeah.
So you guys do not know this character-wise, but story-wise, something ain't right with Harris.
Wait a minute, I'm in the room. Wouldn't I notice the lightsaber turning on?
He never turned the lightsaber on.
Oh, okay. I thought you like turned to face me, lightsaber on. You're like, you don't know that. Like, what the hell?
Yep.
Nope.
It's
Akira?
a lightsaber in his own mind. You see him holding a broom,
Yep.
which he then
No,
beats you to death
Naked
with.
and he's holding his dick.
All right, guys. Any question about mechanics tonight? The rules and application of them.
Was the arc corridor an instant death, or did it actually have a damage value for PC?
No, it 10D damage.
10D character or speeder or what?
10D character damage.
Okay.
It wasn't instant death, but it might as well have been.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's pretty close. With our rolls today.
Yeah, I forgot you guys have such. I forgot that some of you have really low strength stats.
I have perfectly fine strength for my character.
Mhm. So no additional questions about mechanics or rules or anything like that, or that sort of thing, right?
Correct.
Not really.
Far from me.
All right. Any questions about the story that if I can share them with you, I will.
So
Or any
does
questions?
next week I get to actually run Harris now?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe. I mean,
So,
maybe you get to run him. Maybe I get to run him.
You might
Yeah,
get.
I-
Might
I
be
get
times.
to run him. So no
I
other
got-
questions about story?
No other questions right now. No.
Okay.
None that I'm sure you'll share.
All right. And so how did the adventure go tonight, and how do you think it went overall, guys?
Enjoyable.
Definitely really pissed off about all the shit rolls we were having.
Oh, it
Yeah,
happened.
shit rolls happen, but I think it ran a lot smoother without actually having Wes around. To be honest,
Well,
not to
those
knock
rolls,
on the guy.
those rolls happening in that singular hallway made all the difference.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was
yeah.
rough. Oh my god, that was so
That was
rough.
crazy.
Oh yeah, everybody who spent a force point gets it back too, by the way. Oh, and character points. Everybody gets 10 character points.
Woohoo!
Oosh.
Except for Harris, who gets 5.
Okay.
Because
That's
you're
it.
playing
11
that-
character points.
Question: when you say force points, is that this session or this
If,
adventure?
if anybody spent force points in this adventure,
Gotcha.
it's a back. Did somebody spend a force point before and not get it back?
Last session I did.
I don't even remember what you spent it on.
That was on Harris in the tank for the.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you would definitely get that
Trying
back.
to outwire it.
Yep, Harris would get his back. Ray would get his back. Ela would get
Sweet.
his back.
Sweet.
When getting the extras, we would definitely get them back.
Well,
So, all right, no other questions then. And
other than how to purchase an advanced skill, because I've never done it before.
you would definitely need to. We'll have to do it between sessions.
Okay.
All right, but it's not so. Okay, you do not pick up Grey's Anatomy and read it from front to back, and then all of a sudden get medical at 1D.
Oh no, I know.
Okay, so
I've been working on my droid repair and my first aid for a couple adventures now, and I figure there's going to be some time in between missions at base.
yep. Okay, I just needed to know where you were gonna go with that. So
I am planning to go into medicine, but it's so I can work on myself, because I have to have medicine so I can have cybernetic repair.
more than likely, what I'm going to end up doing with you is I'm going to give you what is called a defining interest, and what I'm going to do is you can take that in cybernetics as a defining interest for ELO, and what
Okay.
I'll do is I will give you I can't remember if it's a +2 or +3 bonus whenever you would be using that with a skill.
Okay.
All right. I will get more to you guys about that later in the week. So you sounded tired, partner. Why don't you
Yeah.
get going? I'll talk to you later. All right.
All right.
Nothing else, guys. I'll go ahead and kill the feed, and we can chat for a little bit if you like.
Have a good one, guys. I'm
All right.
out of here.
See ya.
Have fun.